Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Queen Quisha, Texas. Love you, I'm in love with you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Fat Man, Florida, what up? Jerryelle, North Carolina. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Tony P, what's up, brother? Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Jamaica, Atlantean Highlander, roll the corn. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Ashburn, Georgia, Mound Builder Mancy, what up? We know the truth now. Queen Quisha. Kadesh Williams, Atlanta, what up? Orange Mound, Tennessee. $370. You know the Phoenicians were buried under an orange mound? The Hebrew Phoenicians were buried under an orange mound. Interesting. Just like the people who was buried in Orange Mound, Tennessee. Facts. That's fire. Giving. Roll the corn. Peace to my beautiful people. I love you and I'm in love with you. Roll the corn. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. We know the truth now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from. Coach T, what up? Chicago, Illinois, letter 7. CC Green, roll the corn. What up, fam? What up, fam? Virginia, Trina White. Now today, I'm gonna go through a book about the Cherokees, a couple of pages of this book about Cherokee Indians. And I'm gonna, Scott, what up? And I'm gonna go through um some stuff about the giants and the mounds and what this stuff mean and where all of this stuff come from. They got something to do with Anunnaki and giants and stuff like that, the giants of America. Yeah, what's up, bro? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Come on. Antiquities of the Cherokee Indians, right? What kind of language was they speaking? Where they come from? Who they mixed with, right? Who are these people? Cherokee Indians. Now, there's a lot of stuff said about the Cherokee Indians, but we're gonna look at what they was doing, and y'all just get to take the receipts the way you want to take them. But we're gonna look at what they was doing and what they was saying, and just to give you an overview of what kind of language they were speaking and what kind of things they were doing, right? So this comes from a book called Antiquities of the Cherokee Indian. Let's keep looking. A couple of these first, right? Roll the corn. Now, this comes out that book, Antiquities of the Cherokee Indian. The names of these 7 clans as follow: Anawaya, the Wolf Clan; Anakotakawee, the Blind Savannah Clan; Aniwoti, the Paint Clan; Aniqualohi, Long Hair Clan; Anitisiskwa, the Bird Clan; Anikawi, I think that's the Deer Clan, right? Then we got Ani Stasti, or Holly Clan. Now, these clans started with a knee, right? A-N-I. You see it? A-N-I, 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 A-N-I. So, a knee, A-N-I. A knee is I am in Hebrew. A knee is I am in Hebrew. Now, let's keep looking at the first one, right? A knee, waya. I am, wa, refers to Vav, ancient Vav, something like but or then. It's a vowel. So ani wa ya. And we got Yah or Yah, divine name for some type of creator. Right? Ani wa ya. Ani wa ya or the Wolf Clan. So Ani wa ya is Hebrew, people. So these first Cherokees these people ran across was speaking a form of Hebrew. That's a fact. They clans, they had all these different clans. They were animal clans, as you can see. Well, most of them. Deer, wolf, but Ani Waya, Ani, I am in Hebrew. Wa, Yah, a divine name. Ani Waya. So the clan, one of the clan names for the original Cherokee was Ani Waya. And it was a Hebrew name. And I want y'all to understand, I want y'all to know that because I want y'all to understand that this language was on this land. The more and more they try to tell you this language wasn't on this land, the more and more we break down the real, find the real names of some of these clans. So y'all, so screenshot that. So anybody who Cherokee, y'all go back and search, y'all go back and look at these names, right? Because this is these are the names that they had, right? Ani Waya, Ani Kota Kowi. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Screenshot that. Okay. Now here go the book again, Antiquities of the Cherokee Indians. Let's keep looking. Now God commanded them not to ashkeni, mean or cursed to the deformed people, I guess, nor laugh at the deformed people. Now it says the old people used to speak the name Jews, Anit Sari. The old clan of Cherokees, Jewels of God, also Anit Sari. Let's go look at that. Anit, to fast. Anit in Hebrew is to fast, people. Abstraining from food and drink, usually for some type of belief system. So anit is to fast. Now, when you look at this, when you look at that right there, the Cherokees named the city of Tennessee, just like I taught y'all, right? But it's older than that. Their ancestors put these words out. So that's why they're still using ta'anit, to fast. So the city that the Cherokee lived in Tennessee was Tunisia. Let me find the name of that city. Hold on. Now, I'm showing y'all this because this goes back way farther. This comes from the ancestors of people up into the American Indian. Now let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper into that word. That word is powerful. That word is powerful. People don't understand it. Now, let's go look. Name of city, Cherokee lived in Tennessee. The name of the city was Tennessee or Tennessee. Tanit, Tennessee. Tanit, Tennessee. Tennessee. You get it? Let's go look. Tennessee. Right? Little Tennessee, Cherokee Village, Tennessee. Now, roll the coin. Now I'm going to take y'all back to ancient melanated history because that name is powerful around the world and people don't understand it. Let's go back and look one more time. Right here. Okay. Anit Sari. So Anit is Ta Anit. Ta, people. Ta Mary. Ta Anit. This is our language, ancient language. Now, Tanit. Now let's go down through history. Where do we hear that word at again with Hebrews? That's how you link it, right? Why is somebody on the Tamari land saying Tanit or Tanit, right? Tanit. Let's go see the other people who had it. Now that's the same thing as this right here. That's the same thing as Tanit, the supreme Phoenician goddess of Carthage. War, fertility, motherhood, the moon, depicted with a crescent moon or horns associated with symbols of like the palm tree, dove, and pomegranate. These are all things that the Hebrew brought to the Middle East area. palm trees, the tree of life, pomegranates is esteemed by the Ashkenazi Jews today because the real jewels of God had pomegranates and palm trees. I'm gonna get into that a little deeper. Now, this goes with Baal. Baal is not evil. I told y'all Baal Haman is Tanit. All this is Hebrew. Now, as you can see, the ancestors or some type of I'm not gonna say exactly because I can't prove it, but as you can see, they speak in Hebrew. You can see that now. That's a fact. And as you can see, it connects with Tennessee, the city of Tennessee, which named Tennessee, which goes back to Tanit of the Phoenician Hebrew, who went across the water from here to the Mediterranean Sea. So these are our people's words, because they're using the same words, right? And Sari, so a knit is to knit, right? Sari. Sari is princess. A knit Sari, princess of fasting, princess of some type of belief, a mother goddess. Sari is Sarah, people. Sari became Sarah, the princess, noble woman. So Tanit of the Phoenician is a noble woman, a goddess, a princess. It's all melanated people's teaching of a mother goddess and a fertility goddess, coming from the earth to nature to the melanated woman, right? From the earth to the melanated woman represents Tanit. And there you have it. So when we look at these words and people just think they Indian, Native, well, some type of American Indian, which they are more ancient than what we think they are. So you have to link these with the ancient ancestors to understand that they were saying the same things, and these hunter-gatherers are acting like it's two different things. But it's really the same teaching. Let's keep going. So Sari is Sarah, princess, right? Right there. A knit is to knit, or Tana knit, fasting. It's all Hebrew. All Proto-Canaanite languages. And this is spoken by the Cherokee. Let's keep going. Now, the Phoenicians likely fasted, people. Most likely they fasted. They can't prove it, but it go along with the teaching. They fasted. Hunter-gatherers can't prove it. So these are the people in the Levant area. Levant people. That's biblical land, right? Levant is biblical. So when our people leave here and settle in the Mediterranean Sea, that became Levant. Now, all these other cultures are trying to be like them, living in the cities that they rebuilt over there. Roll the coin. They didn't build it. They're trying to be like. I'm gonna show you that in the middle of in the end of this lecture. Let's keep going. Ancient Egyptians practiced forms of fasting, right? So we got the Sumerian, which they can't prove, which I know they was, because I'm gonna show y'all later some more connections. The Sumerian, the Egyptian, the Levant people, the Phoenician, all fasting. The Cherokee is saying an ancient Hebrew word for fasting with a name that go along with the goddess of the people of Levant. Fire. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking at what they say about the Cherokee. The Cherokee think 7 a very sacred number. The Cherokee think 7 a very sacred number. 7 is a very sacred number with the Cherokee, right? Roll the coin. Now, let's go to the Bible. In the Bible, over 500 times, 7 is mentioned in the Bible over 500 times, symbolizing perfection, completeness, divine fulfillment, 7 days of creation, right? Perfection, holiness, divine plan. So that 7 in the Bible is just like the 7 of the Cherokee, right? 7 sacred numbers. They had 7 directions, 7 festivals, 7 festivals a year. Since the 7th festival, right? So the Cherokee has 7 festivals. Let's keep looking. In the Bible, the Ashkenazi Jews got 7 festivals. Agriculture, 7 festivals, fasting. Where they get that shit from? Where did the Ashkenazi fake Jew, for entertainment purposes only, get the 7 festivals of agriculture? Us, our ancestors on this land, who took it over there, right? Now you got the Passover, the unleavened bread, Pentecostal, trumpets, tabernacles. They go 7 of them right there. Roll the coin. Same thing the Cherokee were doing. Inside Mary. Let's keep going. The 7th festival is sacred. Okay. The night of the festival, women danced at the friendship dances. Everybody went to the temple, and the chief brought out sacred tobacco. Right? He brought out a quartz crystal. He brought out a quartz crystal and tobacco, burnt tobacco, quartz crystal, right there. Coming from ancient mound building culture. Same quartz crystals found with the mound builders. Right? Had festivals. Let's keep going. That's fire. Now, let's go back and look at the word I want to show y'all. Let me see. It was something I'm missing. I can't see the whole thing because they got my screen messed up. But let's go look here. The moon of spring, people. Look. Crops are going to grow. The moon of spring. They done this festival in the spring. The dancing in the spring. Right? Friendship dance in the spring. Now, what is the friendship dance today? What is the friendship dance in the spring today? Name one. They go on every year. The spring dance, the friendship dance. What is it? Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras, my people. We still do that same stuff today, but the French acting like they got something to do with it. In the French Quarter, yeah, the French want it. Mardi Gras is the spring festival. The friendship dance. Up the streets of New Orleans. Same thing. That's where they come from, people. This our culture now. This ain't no damn French culture. Don't let them people tell y'all that shit Spanish or French because it's in New Orleans. No. Them people watched us do this shit during the spring and they just caught on to it and started dancing with us. That's how it happened. Don't be thinking this got something to do with Creoles and Spaniards and Frenchmen. No, we was all anybody got here. Roll the coin. The first moon of spring. Let's go look at that again. First moon of spring is Hebrew. The month of Abib. Of the month of Aviv. In the Bible, they call it Abib. Now, Aviv means spring in Hebrew. Aviv means spring in Hebrew. So Tel Aviv is the mound of spring. Tel means mound. Aviv means built the mound area, Jerusalem, that align with the spring, because that is our belief. That is not a hunter-gatherer's belief. That is our belief. You put the seeds in the ground during the spring and you celebrate at Tel Aviv. Now, to prove to y'all that this is our culture, Tel Aviv is Abib in the Bible. Now watch this. It means the same thing. The mound of spring and the mound of what? The mound of spring and also the mound of what? Abib. Abib. Green ears. Look at the internet. Look at the internet. Not maize. You a goddamn lie. We know y'all Ashkenazis own the internet and y'all hide the truth. Ain't no green ears of grain. It's only green ears of corn. Grain ain't got no ears. Now in the old books, Abib is corn. What's this? Old? They might not even show it to me because they own this shit. Right? Look at Thomas saying to say barley. Look. Barley. No, big dog. Stop it. Now, when I used to search this, look, the spring season. When I used to research this years ago, it was corn popping up everywhere. They are changing this stuff as we learn it, people. They changing it now. I still got the old receipts of the corn, though. Don't never think I got rid of no receipts. I go back and pull a bead up with the corn. Soon as somebody act like it's grain, I like for people to play with me. Then I go back and pull out the old receipts and bust their head. But I ain't got to pull it out because y'all already hear the truth. You already hear the truth. The truth resonates with your spirit. You cannot, ain't no green ears of grain. What the hell is that? Grain is wheat. Barley, that shit brown. Y'all ever see some green grain, green barley? That shit is wheat bread. It's not on no ear. Stop playing with me. Now in the old books, Abib is corn. So therefore, corn and the mound of spring goes together. You plant the seeds of the corn in the spring and you celebrate just like we do at Mardi Gras. Roll the corn. That's where all that come from. Now let's keep going. Now Abib, right? Sarah, we was right here. Now, roll the corn. Now, the meaning of this is Nissan, because it's a star Nissan that goes along with around March that shows up in the sky. That's why the Chinese people, or the people who make the Nissan cars, name the car Nissan, because Nissan is an old ancestral teaching of their ancient ancestors. They go along with the spring, and they name the car Nissan. Melanated people created that. They use it today because they still know their ancestry. They know they got melanated ancestors. They know their melanated ancestors taught them about Nissan and the stars in the spring. They know that. They be acting like they don't. The Chinese people will tell you. See, these other hunter-gatherers won't tell you that. Ask a Chinese person about ancient Nissan, they're going to say, your people gave me that. Your people gave my people that. They ain't even gonna lie to you. Cause they true to the now I ain't gonna lie, them Chinese people true to the soil now. They don't do too much land. They might not talk too much, but if you get intellectual with them, they will tell you the truth. Yes. Subaru. Subaru, the Pleiades star system of the spring. Nissan, spring stars. All their cars named after the spring equinox time of year. Why is that? Because the same teaching that we put in Jerusalem is the same teaching that we put in China. Melanated people from Timeri. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, days later, they met back at the temple. They relit the sacred fire. Maker extinguished the altar flames, right? They did that for crops. If the crops were going to be good this year, people, it was for crops. We got spiritual in the crop field. That's what I told y'all. It don't come from religion. It comes from abundant harvest of crops. You show love to nature for abundant harvest of crops. Now, hunter-gatherers took that and turned that into God. We were talking to nature. They talking to God. I'm just telling you the truth. I ain't getting at nobody. I ain't getting at no religions. I just gotta give it to y'all the way it is. Accept it for what you want to accept it for. Now, let's keep looking. Now they talked about the Indians and circumcision. I ain't want to really do this part, but I want to show you. I got to show it to you one time. The Indians and circumcision, right? Let's go to the Bible. Hebrew people. Remove of the fleshy part. Y'all get where I'm going with that. They call it their covenant. Y'all get what I'm going with that. The Cherokees talked about it too. They practice it amongst the Indians. Why are Indians the only people circumcised? Then you get to the Bible and they say the Hebrews circumcised. Because the barbarian wasn't doing that stuff, people. The barbarian wasn't doing that. He just popping out. Barbarian just popping out. You see the difference of a people, right? Everybody, that's why I keep telling y'all, everybody wasn't doing this stuff. It was a certain people doing this stuff. Why is it getting done on this land if this not the land of the original? Because we never had a Bible or biblical book until they brought it back over here after we took it over there. Well, the stories of that book went along through our oral history, and then they learned it over there, then they brought it back in Bible form. So they reading the Bible, looking at the people, and they're doing the same exact thing that's in this book. Why is that? Then they started digging up the mounds, and they found out why. Let's keep going. It's crazy, right? But it's in the Bible. Let's keep going. Indians had two great kings. The greatest of these lived before the flood. Why does the Indians have a king that lived before the flood? Why is the Cherokee talking about they had a king that lived before the flood? Interesting. Who are the kings who lived before the flood? Let's go look at the names of these people. Because it's one of them. Who is one of them? I don't care what kind of book they in. Roll the coin. What the hell is this? Yeah, I'm gonna go over this computer tripping, dog. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Roll the coin. Put the coin in the chat. Who was the kings that lived before the flood? Let's go look and see. According to the Sumerian kings list, 10 kings ruled in total. The Great Flood, lasting 10,000 years, the first king, Alulim. Now, this is Sumerian kings. They got these words all put in Arabic at this point. We're looking for the regular names. Okay. Okay. We got Noah, Lamech, the father of Noah. But good. We don't know. I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say this to be true, but they talked about some type of king before the flood. I'm just trying to look who are the names of the people, right? Let's keep looking. But the second, after they come to the land which God gave to their fathers, the king was also a preacher. In his day, the people were wise, much wiser than they have been. He taught them the use of roots, herbs they use in medicine, and also what to say while administering these roots. So he tell you what to say, and he give you what herbs and roots to use. He made the little spirits called Anatauchi, Anatauchi, which poison people, but also made another kind of cure to poison these infused. So this was some type of medicine people. Like I told you, they were nature's people. They used roots, right? And they had a saying of an ancient Hebrew language while they administered the roots, root work. This is where hoodoo come from. This why your people down there in them small towns doing hoodoo, because their ancestors knew about them roots and they passed that down through time and it became medicine. Melanated people. You get it? Everything the ancient culture done come to pass today. Now, this is what you must know. This is what you must know. The people who don't believe in nature, who are not nature's chosen people, call these people witches, devils, evil. Why y'all using that root? You the devil. Why y'all using them trees? You the devil. Now, once this teaching goes around the world and it hits over there with the hunter-gatherers, it turned all your ancient kings evil. Now Baal is evil. You get it? Now they teach you Baal is evil, but Baal came from these people. You get it? They demonize the jewels of nature. The jewels of nature are the real jewels of God. See, they call the Jews because of jewels of God, but it really comes from the jewels of nature. Nature's chosen people is the jewels of nature. Then you switch it in the Bible and make it the jewels of God. You get it? It's a switcheroo. That's where Jews come from. You see it, right? I just showed you Jews with the Cherokee, right? Sagala. Sagala is the jewels of God, the jewels of nature. Sagala is where they get Gullah Geechee from. Sagala is the jewels of God, they say, but it's really the jewels of nature. That's where Gullah got their name from. They don't come from no West Africa. Sagala is Hebrew. We just think it's a tribe name, but it's really Hebrew. They turned the jewels of nature teaching to the jewels of God teaching. That's why people already feel some of that stuff they be saying, but they switcherooed it where they need to switch it at to keep the book powerful. What you gotta do is take the nature out of it. They give you a God to praise. Don't praise the earth. Don't show no love to the earth and trees and grass and animals. Show love to our God. Therefore, we can monetize him. We can monetize a God. We can't monetize nature. Not in a setting of spiritualism. We need a figure to put in front of people. To make it visual so you can, when you think of God, you think of a white man. See what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all what they tried to, what they did. I'm telling y'all what they did. Let's keep going. Now, Anatachi. It's Anatawahi. Anatawahi. A knit. There you go. Hebrew symbol. See it? That's tall. I already showed y'all a knit, tanit. Now tall. It's the same symbol of the Olmec. It's the same symbol of the first Egyptians. It's the same symbol of the Mississippian tribe. Same symbol of the Mound Builder tribe in America. It's the same symbol of the ancient Hindu people. Melanated people got corn on the goddamn building. It's the same symbol. This is Middle Hebrew. As it's growing. Dagesh. Right? Dagesh. Roll the corn. Now you see it? It's a mark, a sign of a certain people. It looked like a cross, then it symbolized, it turned to an X, right? The X, then it came from a cross, the Mississippian cross, then it evolved to the X, the Egyptian, the Olmec, after. It's the same bloodline, people. They try to separate all your people like they different. They doing the same thing in different eras in time. The mound builder got the X. The cross first. He is the oldest. Then you get the X of the Olmec, the Mayan, the Egyptian. You see what I'm saying? It's the same people. In the beginning of these cultures, they were the same people till people start mixing with them. So this is a Hebrew symbol. This ain't no damn roll the corn. This is the sign of your people. The mark. Right? The mark. That's the mark. It's telling you who was there. It's telling you who were there. Roll the coin. Hold on, let me show y'all something else. Let me show y'all something else. Now, let me show y'all something. And I hate to get this deep, but I got to show it to you. I got to show it to you. Roll the coin. Now, let's go back. Tawahi, right? Now, I showed y'all Taw is the X. Tau is the X. Now, look what these people done. Look what they done. Watch this. The X. Look what they done. Is the mark of the beast. The X, people. Look what they done. They demonize your people. You get it? They demonize your people. Everything of nature became demonized. They tried to call us the beast. They turned it bad, people. You get it now? Roll the coin. I just want to show y'all something now. Everything deemed evil is black. It got horns. Red and black with horns. The horns come from our people wearing horn helmets for nature. The horns was associated with nature. Now they call the horn people, the people wearing the horns on the helmets, devils, right? X marks the mark of the beast. You get it? We're going to get a little deeper, though. Let me show y'all something. Now, y'all ever heard them people call Inky the devil? Y'all ever heard people call Inky the devil, right? Inky the devil? Inky the devil? Now, Inky is the southern stars after dark. Inky is the stars in the southern hemisphere after dark, right? But hunter-gatherers say he lives in the underworld. All Inky is a teaching of stars after dark. Hunter-gatherer turned into a mythology of stars after dark into evil or afterlife or darkness, right? They don't understand it. We talking about day and night. They talking about God and evil. We talking about day and night because we talking in nature's code. They are talking in mythology and God's code. So when my people teach mythology and God's codes, you really on their side. Because you teaching, they teaching. You get it? That's why I don't like when people teach all that Anunnaki shit and all of that super Thoth and super priest, and super jaguar priest, and you super quasi-codal, and you super. People understood that was a teaching of nature. Now people are taking this as a literal God because they don't understand it. Right? Let's keep going. They just don't understand it. Now, where were we? We were right here. Let's keep going. Indians, the flood, poison, right here. Now, this is a Hebrew word, Anatawi, right? Tom is here, the mark, EIH at the end. EIH is like my brother, brotherly. EIH, I need my brother or brotherly love in the Bible. There's Hebrew. So when a Choctaw, I mean when a Cherokee Indian say Anna Tawi, I told you Anna, Hebrew, EHI, Ani is my brother, brotherly. Fire. That's where they come from. Let's keep going. Now, let's go to another thing I want to show y'all today. In fact, from archaeology, oral history traditions, the idea that it was Europeans who introduced civilization to Africa is one of the biggest historical myths. In fact, archaeology says, oral history, the cultural practices strongly indicate that it was the South American Indians who introduced civilization to parts of Africa some 7,000 years ago. South African Indians had introduced civilization to Africa. Second continent in the world to become civilized. Facts. It's the second place in the world to become civilized. Now, why would they want to teach us? Why would they want to teach us Africa is first? Europe is first. Because that's where they come from, people. It's just that simple. They want to brag and boast about their land. So they try to turn Africa and Europe into the first civilizations. They want the people, the great people of the ancient world to be them. But all, excuse me, but all of their old history is talking about them people coming from the West. So it don't go together. Let's keep going. Now, let me expose Jerusalem, the one over there. Now, the Jordan River is the tree of life, is the river of life. Am I right? The Jordan River is the river of life. Am I right? That's what they say, right? That's what they say? I could just tell y'all, but y'all know I got to show you, right? The Jordan River is called the river of life. Here you go right here. The geographical river of life in the Bible. See that? Now, the river of life. Let's keep looking. The river of life. Now, let me show y'all something. The river of life. Let me show y'all something. Now, roll the coin. Now, how in the hell Jordan River of the Levant is man-made and shouldn't even exist? The Jordan River over there is man-made. I'm about to cuss, but I'm trying to stop cussing. It shouldn't even exist. All used to be Lake Lasan. The Jordan River used to be Lake Lasan. Let's go see that that really exists. Lisan. Lake Lasan. Prehistoric lake. Right? Lake Lasan is a prehistoric lake over there. Right there. Lake Lasan. Now, the Jordan River used to be Lake Lasan. Ain't that interesting? Let's keep looking. Jordan River used to be Lake Lasan. Now, why is the Jordan River man-made? I understand it now. It used to be Lake Lasan, and they dug it out to hit the water, people. It was a lake, and they just dug it out until it hit the water and turned it to a river, right? Why would you do that? Why would you turn Lake Lasan into the river of life, the Jordan River? Because you want to make the land look like it's biblical. You have to make the land look like what's in the book. So therefore, you start to make lakes. You start to make valleys and high places and imitate the people who was there before you. You start to put on a show. Because now, if I show you the River Jordan that's in the Bible, and I live on it, I'm them people. Cap. Y'all are trying to make it look like y'all them people that live on the Holy Land. But that ain't even no river. That's a whole damn lake. Let's go check and see. Roll the coin. Let's go look. Let's go look. We know the truth now. Let's go back. The Jordan River. It's accurate to say that parts of the Jordan River Valley was once part of a massive lake. Made a river. You hunter gatherer made that river. It was a damn lake. There wasn't no river there in ancient times. Y'all made y'all was some funny mother. Let's keep going. The waterway, Sea of Galilee to the Dead Sea, continuous lake that turned into a river via dams. Dam. Y'all put the dams on it and made a river. The lake called the Lasan covered the area. Extensive damming work and turned that mug into a river. It's not the biblical River Jordan. Them Team Jordans. Them not the real retro Jordans. Them knockoff Jordans. Those are soft taco Jordans. Those are not retros. Y'all got them from the flea market. That's the flea market Jordans. That is not the real Mikes. Roll the coin. That is not the real Michael Jordan. Y'all done put them soft taco Jordan, the biblical Jordans. Them soft taco Jordans are trying to make a river. Y'all done made the biblical 12s. The patent leather with the Jesus sandal bottom Jordan 12s. What are y'all doing over there? I'm finna expose y'all, bro. I don't care what y'all do to me. Long as my people learn the truth. I don't even give a. Y'all made the River Jordan. Them Chinese ass Jordans. Soft taco, knockoff, soft sole ass Jordans. Can't even lace them up tight. They gonna tear up. You got them Jordans out somebody's trunk. Them the trunk Jordans. I got 2 for 90. 2 for 90 Jordan and River, bro. 2 for 90 Jordan River. The soft taco with the mild sauce Jordans. Roll the corn. All right, I'm through busting jokes. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They be saying truth, you be going too hard. Bro, I'm trying my best to act like I got some sense, bro. But I ain't got no sense, bro. I'm a fool, too. Because I'm sick of this. They be want me to act all preppy and put my suit on and stop cussing. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not Billy Carson, bro. The etymology of the word electrons and neutrons flying around, and the beautiful and the Anuma Lish and the Anuma Lish and I can't talk like that, bro. I ain't going to get no Asian wife. I ain't Asian wife. What am I? Nah, I ain't like these other niggas. This my style, bro. Y'all quit dissing me in the comments. True, we learning, but you cuss too much. I'm not a preacher, dog. I'm not a pastor. This is not Pastor Truth now. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Now, the fake river top soft taco, 2 for 90, Metro Mall, Discount Mall, Jordan River, was made from Lake Lucien, trying to act like this the real Jordan. Now let's keep going. It's called the Tree of Life, symbol of life. They baptized Jesus. They baptized Jesus in the River Jordan. They baptized the Savior in the River Jordan, the fake one. How y'all baptize him in the river and it's fake? I'm sick of y'all, Hunter. Y'all done messed the whole history of the planet up, bro. Y'all just killed everything that was pure and beautiful. Y'all killed it, bro. I want y'all, Hunter, y'all YT people to know that. And y'all other, I ain't gonna say YT, I'm gonna say hunter gatherers, because somehow the melanated people over there did it too. All you hunter gatherers messed the planet up, bro. Y'all know that, right? Y'all cursed for that. Just cause y'all got a little money, don't mean you ain't cursed. It ain't over. It's coming. Blessings is not money. See, a hunter gatherer thinks blessing is money. I got blessed with a car. I got blessed with a check for $1,000 for a car wreck. I got blessed and bought me a house. Ain't no blessing. That don't come from the Most High. Most High don't give a fuck about no Benz. Most High don't care about no No Versace. The creator don't care about no Louis Vuitton. You giving your success to a creator. Is you crazy? I bet you had them 2 years tax returns when you went and got that house, didn't you? If you didn't have them 2 years worth of tax returns, say you could pay for it, Jesus would have turned you down. The blessing would have turned you down. You got to start putting something in perspective with the truth, bro. That ain't no blessing. You work for that. You earn that. Because a homeless man with no job can't walk in there and get that same house you got because he ain't got the credentials. Therefore, that make him not blessed. So you blessed and he not. In the eyes of the real, most, no. No. You just align with the system more than him. That's all. That's all. But stop calling anything material a blessing. It was a blessing I paid my bill this month. Now you went to work and paid that bill. You did that. If you'd have sat in the house and didn't do nothing, you wouldn't. You. Let's keep going. I'm getting to another subject. Let's keep going. Now the South Taco Jordan River baptized your boy, and the shift from the death of wilderness to a new beginning. The shift from the death of wilderness. Why would we want to kill wilderness? Why would you new people, religious people, want to kill the wilderness? You baptized Jesus, you killed the wilderness. It's a new beginning of religion. They put the words right in your face, you just don't know what you're looking for. They are trying to drown nature, get nature out of there, and bring up a savior for you to worship. And death to this. No, death to that. In my book, they are switching everything around. You get it? At first, it was show love to the wilderness, nature. Now it's death to the wilderness. You get it? You got to look at the wordplay they be saying. You evil, you nature, you a witch, death to the wilderness. Anything connected to the to nature is evil, which was your people. Let's keep going. They got to tell it how it is now. Now, the tree of life. What is the tree of life truth now? The tree of life, they try to say is the presence of wisdom of God in the New Testament. Y'all turned dead from this right here. Let me show y'all what it is. There you go right there. That's the real tree of life. Right there. The tamari date palm. The tamarack tree. You get it now? The fig tree. Y'all grandma used to eat them figs right out the jar. Fig jelly. Tell me your grandma ain't had that fig jelly. If your grandma ain't got that fig jelly, you can get out my life. These bright-skinned niggas, grandma ain't got no fig jelly. These mixed guys, they don't even know what fig tastes like. Talking about they so divine and divine. You don't even know what a fig look like. We were eating that damn grape and apple jelly. Boy, we were eating that fig in the hood. Your grandma from down there in the woods, steady growing figs on the side of the house. Why is that fig and that palm tree connected to the trees of life? That fig do not come from the Middle East. My grandma ate figs almost every day. That palm tree damn sure don't come from the Middle East. The Phoenicians, the Egyptians, and the Sumerians had the date palm as the tree of life. That tree from here. Who you think they calling the aliens? Your ancestors. I'm finna show you in a minute. I'm finna get to the receipts. I got more receipts. I don't just talk shit. I back it up. Now, the tree of life is a river, and these certain trees, the river of life and the tree of life, the fake Jordan, then y'all got plants that don't even come from over there, that was bought there. So therefore, all that stuff originally came from Timeri. You get it? Egyptians are bowing down to the palm tree. Sumerians are praising the palm tree. Melanated Indians talked about the tree of life, the Tamar tree. We got places in Florida called Tamar, Florida, people. The tamarack is the palm tree. That's why they name y'all daughter. That's why some of y'all name Tamar right now. Tamara. Tamar, that's where y'all name come from. You don't even know that Hebrew. Hey, Tamara girl. Hey, Tamar. Where you think that name come from? That ain't no hood name. That ain't no ghetto princess Tamara. No, that's Hebrew. Tamara, Hebrew. Named right after the tamarack tree or the tree of life. And they sitting here telling us she got a ghetto name. No, y'all got a ghetto name. How she got a ghetto name Tamara, and they go, and that's the most ancient tree that fed figs to hunter-gatherers. When y'all ain't had nothing to eat, we brought the tree over there. Ain't nothing ghetto about that name. That name is elite. I love you, Tamara. Shit. And I'm in love with you. I know where your name come from. They might not know. I know. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Now that date palm and that fig tree. What else they say, truth? The pomegranate. The pomegranate is esteemed by the Hebrew. You think a pomegranate popping up in the desert you want to, go over there and look. If you think a pomegranate in the Middle East growing wild, I eat sand out the Middle East. It ain't gonna happen, bro. Everywhere you go, where the tamar tree, the fig, the fig tree, and the pomegranate is ancient holy places our people built. You found on top of a mound, our people built it. You think a desert dweller knew about a pomegranate in 5,000 BC? You got to be out your mind. Let these people tell y'all that old crazy shit. Roll the coin. Now let's get into something else. Let me show y'all what's going on with some of this other stuff, right? Now I showed y'all this. We got to that. Now, Culture River Valley. We put some agriculture in these places, and they came and lived after us in these places. Right? Now check this out. Biblical events did not take place in Levantine, in the Levant area. Our people lived there, but the stories come from Timeri, right? We brought the oral story with us when we went over there. We were just telling the story of our ancestry on their land. It didn't happen there though, right? Let's keep going. Now, This area was only controlled by three main empires: Egypt, Tutmos, Idumeans under Herod, and the Romans under Octavian. Never Israel or Hebrews. We just lived there, and they kept attacking us right there in these spots, right? All these empires had extensive knowledge of damming and dammed up lakes, Lake Lasan, and turned it into an agricultural river valley. Now, watch this. Herod. Idumeans under Herod. Let's go see who Herod is. King Herod, right? He really ain't no king. He is an Edomite. His religion is Jewish. He's an Edomite. Jewish. The Jewish people come after the jewels of nature. And they bite your culture and turn it into religion, and you get Jewish. Now, King Herod, his nationality is an Edomite, right? Now, they got kicked. He the one had New Jerusalem, I think, and he was kicked out. Let's go look. Roman forces led, conquered Jerusalem, destroyed the second temple, ending the first Jewish-Roman war. Now, the Romans came in to New Jerusalem in 70 AD, right? New Jerusalem. New Jerusalem. Why are they calling it New Jerusalem? Let me show you. Now, they destroyed the second temple, right? Now, who built the first temple? Who built the first temple? Our people built the first temple in Jerusalem. We did. Our bloodline people. Copper-colored, brown-skinned people built the first temple in Jerusalem. Because I just showed y'all it's Tel Aviv, the mound of spring, the mound of corn. That's the first temple of Jerusalem. Then you get these new people living around the area, hunter-gathering, looking, trying to get the agriculture fields of the first Jerusalem, the first Tel Aviv. They build the second temple. The Jewish people build the second temple on top of the original temple. You get it? You get it? Now, why you showing me this truth? What you got to do with America? I'm going to show y'all what these people do. Now, in prophecy, whoever keep building temples on top of that temple, they got a name for them people. The Edomites done the first temple on top of our temple. They got a name for these people. I'm going to show y'all who these people is. Roll the corn. Now, Jewish population, Jewish diaspora, not jewels of God, of nature. Now, if you build a third temple, in Jerusalem, who are you? If you build a third temple in Jerusalem on top of the first two, the second one they already done sacrifices on the second one, people. They already done sacrifices on the second one. The first one was of nature. The second one, they started to kill the red heifer. You throw the red heifer's blood on the first temple. Then you build it. The third time you do it is the Antichrist. You get it? Third time you build it is the Antichrist. Third time you build it is the Antichrist. Third time you try to build it on top, y'all are some type of Antichrist people. You get it? Do you get it? Do you understand what's going on this planet? They are desecrating and doing sacrifices of animals on top of our ancient spots, people. This stuff was already written. We had some people so powerful. Now these people be on the internet talking about they prophets. But whoever put that prophecy in the Bible, that the third time they put that temple over the original one, the Antichrist done it. That is crazy. And they trying to do it, people. They literally trying to do it. Trump makes Israel the capital. Now you can build a new temple in Israel. Okay. See, I got to explain it so you can understand it. What they be doing. These people so into that Bible that they just keep disgracing the first people. Just keep disgracing, keep disgracing. To keep the power, you got to keep disgracing all their altars and monuments. You must build over it and rebuild it. You must build an Edomite New Jerusalem, not an ancient one. Build over it. You must build an Edomite version on top of the original version. We all know Jeru is Haru. We all know that. We all know Salam. We all know that. That's not their words, people. It ain't even got nothing to do with them. Let's keep going. That's crazy. The Antichrist is expected to facilitate construction of a third temple in Jerusalem. I got to show you this because I don't want y'all to think I'm just telling y'all anything, bro. I got to show you the receipt for you to understand what I'm showing you. You see that? That's crazy right there. Roll the coin. That is wild. Now let me show y'all something. Let's get a little deep. Now, this book is called The Ancient Giants Who Ruled America. The Ancient Giants Who Ruled America. The Missing Skeletons and the Great Smithsonian Cover-Up. Y'all go check this book out on PDF. Showing you all the areas in America where they pulled out all these ancient people, the oldest men in the world, right in these mounds in America. This is where this stuff coming from. Now, proof now. Before I get started on this giant stuff, there's a couple things y'all got to understand. These giants, your ancestors. They the one created the languages. They the one created all the knowledge, all the enlightenment. They created that. This was passed that they are the ancestors of the melanated Indian. Tall, copper-colored people. The original people of the earth were bigger than everybody else. They were bigger. Everything was big in Texas. They are bigger and stronger and smarter and faster than everything on this planet when they roamed. Everybody else was hunter super gatherers. When they lived, hunter gatherers had a cape on. They were super hunter gatherers. See, now today they just hunter gatherers. They were super hunter gatherers with a super hunter gatherer cape on when our ancient melanated ancestors lived. I'm gonna show y'all something about the giants so you can understand who they are. Right? Now, Smithsonian Institute investigation the curious relics, brass, shell mounds. We had shells. We are the first people to pull indigo and purple dye from shells. Right over here on this landmass. That became Hebrew when it got across the water. This is where you get Indian from, the blue indigo that come from shells. You get it? Cartersville, Georgia. This is Ottawa, Georgia. The Ottawa mounds, the mounds I went to. I didn't take my people to the mounds trying to act like we no damn Indians. No. We ain't out there acting. You think I drove to Carterville, Georgia to play? Just to meet? I want to meet my people, but I want you to get in touch with the real land of ancient melanated people. Cartersville, Georgia, Ottawa mounds. I done went out there numerous times. Beautiful river run right by the mound. Beautiful, beautiful place. Right? And I met some beautiful people out there when I done a tour of the mounds. You must understand, this is the ancient ancestor of the melanated original people. Let's keep going. Now, we think that stuff relatively new, right? They tell you our mounds are relatively new, but they are not new. These mounds are super prehistoric. Watch this. Watch this. Buried in vaults, built of stone in the mound, people, just like Egyptians. Ornaments of shell, brass have been found there. Beautiful. Bones. Our people buried out there in vaults. Monster skulls and bones. Ancient animals, people. They called ancient animals monsters. Mastodons. Big ass panthers. That's what they calling a monster. Panthers buried out here with our people that been extinct 8,000 years. Y'all acting like these just an Indian mound. Roll the corn. These are the oldest people on the planet built them mounds. Mastodons are elephants' ancestors. We live with the elephants' ancestors. they was extinct 10,000 years ago. We buried with their bones. I got receipts. We got mastodon knives in our pocket from their bones. Protocol. That's how old our people bloodline is. We were here when shit was extinct. We're walking around. Let's keep going. They talked about 12 feet tall, super tall. This stuff is real, people. The first people on the planet were huge. 8, 9, 10 feet tall. I'm talking about real giants. That ain't no lie. But they're not fallen angels, people. They're not fallen angels. They knew the earth created them. Therefore, they built mounds to associate with the birth of our people from mounds. They are the first people to talk about the primordial waters and the primordial mounds of creation. They didn't say they was from no outer space. They ain't say it was no fallen angel. They ain't say they angels mixed with man. And no, our people mixed with hunter-gatherer. That's the real story. These people come from the planet. That's why they're so in tune with nature. That's why the first people were in tune with nature. That's where we get that from. Ancient mound building cultures. Let's keep going. Now, let's look at something. In the Bible, and there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak. Anak. The Imams dwelt the reign in times past. People of many and tall as the Anakims. Anakims? Anak? What that sound like? What that sound like? What that sound like? What that sound like to y'all? What that word sound like? The Anunnaki. Anak? Anakims? They've been telling our ancestors aliens the whole time. What the Bible they say they came from outer space? Did the Bible say they come from outer space? What they say? They dwelt there in reigns in times past. Tall. We saw them with our own sight. So we were in their sights. I don't see nothing about no spaceship. I don't see nothing about no goddamn Nibiru. I don't see shit about nobody getting nobody no DNA for dig no gold. I don't hear nothing about no Inky and Lil flying around in the spaceship. All cap. A knock. Or knock him? Okay, let's keep going. Is Anakim were a tribe of giants in biblical times, often linked to the Nephilim. They try to tell you offspring of aliens and humans, but it's that's Cap, who lived in Canaan. They Canaanites, huh? These giants are Canaanites. They are sometimes associated with the Anunnaki, ancient Mesopotamian gods, those who came from heaven. This is mythology. All of this mythology. All of this mythology. They want to tell you aliens so you won't really know where they came from. Now, I got a link. I got a link from the Anak people from America all the way to Egypt and Samaria. And I'm going to show it to you. Because don't nobody know what the hell they talking about when they trying to kick knowledge. I'm going to show you the receipts of the people from here with some knowledge that don't nobody else know that linked America to Egypt and Samaria through these Anak tribe people. Now, why are they ancient Mesopotamian gods? Because they was the first people there on the Tigris and Euphrates River across the water. They the one named the motherfucker. Our people took their name from here and put their name on the Tigris and Euphrates. You don't believe that, do you? They came on boats. Dagon. Didn't Anunnaki come on a boat? Dagon, the fish people. I learned they came on a boat. I ain't heard nothing about no spaceship. What a spaceship at? Why in the ancient they show the fish man? Dagon, who bought the corn knowledge. The fish man who bought the gun. The Sumerian gods who came on a boat over the water, the fish corn rolling people. Doggone is corn. Y'all can stop that shit and kill all the noise. I ain't trying to hear none of that. The fish god people who brought the corn to the Euphrates River, name the motherfucker. Now they aliens, huh? No, they are not. They are Timeri people from the north, from the east side of Timeri, who came across the water and built the Tigris and the Euphrates long time ago. They got clothes on, they melanated, they brown skinned it, they walk around with staffs and gold and copper and all this stuff we done over here. That's a Timeri. The first people there, the Ubaid turned into the Sumerian. Those are our people. Them ain't no Sumerian gods, them American gods. Nineveh is Hebrew. The corn rolled in Nineveh, I done showed their receipt 42 damn times. The Warka vase got corn on it. The Nineveh corn tablets got corn on the ancient Sumerian people's literature. They try to hide it from you. Let's keep going. Now, the tribe of Anak is the ancient American Indian. These people got feathers on their head. You go look at the Sumerian stone sphinxes they got feather headdresses on. You better go look again. They got corn, the fleur de lis on their damn helmet. You better go look again. I'm the only person that ever deciphered this in the world. Scientists be trying to ask me questions. Scientists be trying to hit me in the DM. Truth, how you figure that out? What? Oh, I get it now. You went to Harvard, you ain't figured it out? Or you just taught the lie? You just taught the lie, huh? I get it. They're gonna take your degree if you say them with Timerian, them first Egyptian, them first Sumerian with Ubaid was, they're gonna take your damn. Everybody had mother goddesses. Wasn't no mother goddesses in Africa. Wasn't no mother goddesses in Europe until we bought it over here. All that mother goddess culture come from Timeri. You see a tribe, an ancient tribe with an Isis, or Tiamat, an ancient tribe with some type of ancient, either they mix with us or they are us. You better start looking at this stuff a whole different. Look at this stuff different. Now, the Anak, real people, ancient giants, the most oldest people on the planet, became the Anak, which turned into Anunnaki once hunter-gatherers saw us on the Tigris and Euphrates River, and they come up with these stories that make us Dagon, gods of Mesopotamia. The Fertile Crescent. Why does the Fertile Crescent just pop out with all this agriculture in the middle of the desert? Ask yourself that. Why is all these crops growing in the middle of the desert when it never was there at first until some people came? You answer your own question. Let's keep going. Anunnaki. Watch this. Watch this now. 9 cubits, the length thereof, and 4 cubits of the breadth. So 9 cubits, the length, right? The OG king, Basan. OG, we still call each other OG today. What up, OG? The OG king, Bashan, right? A bedstead of iron, people, right? Children of Ammon or Amun used the 9 cubit lengths. They were using cubits. Now, this is what I want y'all to learn. Cubits. When we talk about cubits, these are the builders of the pyramids. These are the builders of the free energy buildings. These are the builders of the mounds. And I'm going to show you, this is the connection between mound builders and pyramids that none of these people don't know until they got it from me. Cubits. They have a building style they use with cubits. What's the numbers I taught y'all? What's the second number I taught y'all that got something to do with cubits? You really could put both of them in the chat if you still remember the knowledge. What is the royal cubit? I taught this like 2 months ago. What is the royal cubit? Somebody in the chat know it. What's the numbers? 104, 52. Arawak 1804, A plus. Now watch this. In the Bible, the length, distance from the elbow to the middle finger. Elbow to the middle finger. 45 to 53 centimeters. The 52 sit right there in the middle of it, right? The 52 sit right in the middle of 45. It's right there, but it's right there. Somewhere in that number area is the royal cubit, 52. Let's keep going. The royal cubit of Egypt. What is it? What is it, my people? 52, 105, 52, 104, 52. Ancient mound, pyramid, free energy building builders. It's in the Bible. It's in Egypt. 52. Let's keep looking. What's the Sumerian royal cubit, Truth? 52. Wow, these people got the same building structures. The building math. Truth, you ain't show us the mound builders. There you go. There you go right there. Ancient Egyptian royal cubit. America, North America. What they were using. Dimensions consistent with the standard cubit measurements. Building mounds. Archaeology. History suggests that various mound sites in North America, Adena Hopewell, dimensions consistent with the standard cubit measurements. These the first people to do it. It evolved from mounds to stone. Sumerians built tails that had stones inside. Egyptians used all stone. They used mounds too, but the mounds are the oldest royal cubit feet, 104 to 52 on the ground. The mounds in Arkansas, perfect 104 by 52. I showed y'all that on the old receipt lecture. The Totonac Mounds, Arkansas, 104 by 52. American Mound got the same layout as Egypt, 52. Sumerians, 52 centimeters. Royal cubit, 52. In the Bible, right there between 45 and centimeters, 52 centimeters. Noah's Ark, 300 cubits built. Solomon's Temple used the 52. Do you get it now? This ain't no mythology. This ain't no fluffer. This ain't no damn content. This is the honest truth. The mound builders are the same people as the first people in Egypt that built the pyramids. Now, hold on, truth now. You forgot about the Mayans. You forgot about the Mayans in the old mix. You must forget. You ain't showing the whole thing. You just going to Africa too much. Let's go back to the Mayans. You forgot about the other. You forgot, Drew. Mayans. 52. That ain't no ancient Egyptian measuring tool. That's an American measuring tool. Who you think the ancient bloodline of these people was? And I just showed y'all what else they built around the world. That's grand knowledge right there. That's divine knowledge right there. That's real divine. That's divine honors right there. You got to get divine honor for that type of teaching. Don't nobody know nothing about this stuff, bro. They just out here to speculate. You got to really know what these people done to understand that who you can't separate that type of knowledge from the people, from different cultures. You can't do it. So you can lie and say, y'all ain't got nothing to do with Egypt. But boy, them mounds ain't y'all's. Get what you tell them hunter gatherers. Research the royal cubit of Egypt, then research Cahokia. Research the mounds in Arkansas and Totonac. See if it's in the 52 royal cubit measurements. 104 by 52. They're gonna find it, they're gonna shut the fuck up talking to you. Sorry for cussing. They're gonna shut up talking to you. This how you pull receipts to kill hunter gatherers. Hunter gatherers don't have divine knowledge, people. You pull out divine knowledge, they're gonna get out your way. They can't compete with it. They're not even finna argue with you, bro. They know nothing about that. I hate I gotta teach it on the internet, but my people gotta learn it too. I don't even want them to even learn this no more, bro. I really wish I had a app for myself. Because I don't even want no hunter gatherer. I got to scan your page, your children, just to let you in to watch this. Because people be stealing, acting like I'm getting information. I don't watch nobody information. I go all into research on my own. I don't even watch I don't watch YouTube. I don't watch TikTok. None of that. This is a whole nother I'm on a whole nother thinking path than these other people. I'm trying to figure out what I can show y'all to let y'all really know it's a connection. And stuff like that, really, you can't debunk that, bro. You can't debunk that. A Native American, I wish a Native American would play with truth. I'm about the Royal Cuban, he gonna be like, the what? The what? The what? The Royal Cubit. But my ancestors built the mountains though. Why do I want to talk to y'all, bro? Y'all are dumbing me down. Y'all killing my brain cells. You ain't supposed to even be in the kingdom talking to the divine. No way. Y'all ain't got the right to talk to me, bro. We like that about some of these YTs and melanated teachers around the world. All the people on the History Channel, y'all, I don't care if they on the History Channel, they can't even talk to me, bro. Why are you teaching about the Royal Cubit, the same thing as the Mayans and the Egypt and the mounds on the Mississippi River? Why aren't nobody teaching that, bro? If you don't know so much. Native American don't even know what the hell I'm talking about at all. Y'all people in Billy. So I want to show y'all who built this stuff. Our people built this stuff. Because that's our measurements coming from the mound builders. If the mounds are in the royal cubit, that means thousands of years before the pyramids were built, the mound builders already knew that measurement knowledge of building buildings and structures. They already knew it. So therefore it evolves. Keep that same math, keep evolving it. Now you are building the most beautiful things on the face of the earth because the base of this stuff got to be aligned. Now in Egypt, when they built pyramids, you had to take your royal cubit back to the pharaoh to measure it every 30 days, every new moon. Every new moon, you had to take your cubit measurement stick. It was made out of copper or some type of stone or gold, whatever they wanted to use. You had to take it back to the pharaoh, to the, I ain't gonna say pharaoh, but you took it back to the leader of the village, and he had to measure it. And if it was off, your ass in trouble. Yes, all these masons, them real masons. If it's off a centimeter, you in trouble. If you chip the end of it, that royal cubit got to be perfect to build these monuments perfect. Because if that monument is off inches, that monument will not stand forever. They knew that. The monument will crumble to that direction. They want these monuments to be here thousands of years later for their descendants could still see the greatness that they done. So therefore, you must build it perfect. This is our people's culture coming through time, getting greater and greater at building things. That pyramid in Mexico, royal cubit all day. Perfect alignment. So I want y'all to know that. That's why I talk the way I talk. Because I know that history ain't got nothing to do with no Native American. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Now, Winnemucca, Nevada, gigantic humans in Nevada, Winnemucca, Nevada, found all type of stuff. Let me show y'all something. Winnemucca Lake petroglyphs, deeply carved ancient tufa mounds, limestone deposits. Who you think started building limestone later on with these buildings? We were buried in limestone mounds over 10,000 years old, right in Nevada. It's on a Lake Indian reservation now. That's my last receipt of the day, because I'm going to talk about this for a second. I got some more, but I'll do them tomorrow. But Winnemucca, Nevada, ancient people with petroglyphs and limestone vaults under mounds. Here go the spot right here. Ancient tufa mounds, deeply carved, massive. See how old they is, people? Ain't a civilization in the world that old. Buried in no limestone. Ain't a civilization walking a planet that old buried in no limestone, in no mound. Y'all could stop it. That mound shit come from here. Now, it's not open to the public. Why? What y'all find in there? What y'all found up in there? It really happened now. Gigantic human skeletons. It happened. Don't think it ain't there. It's there. Deeply carved, limestone deposits. Now, what the Capitol building's built out of? Put in the chat. What the Capitol building's built out of? What are the monuments in Egypt built out of? These the same people. This just their ancient culture, people. This just their ancient culture. They've been dealing in limestone, people. They've been knocking, going down, putting columns in the inside of columns be inside of these mounds like this. It be columns in there. Corinthian columns be in the inside. Y'all take a bullshit. It be columns inside the line. They dug the whole limestone out, make a whole room with columns inside the damn mountain, inside the tufa mounds. Go research it. Now, this is showing a people. This is showing a people who is making things out of limestone, getting better and better and better and better with it. You get it? Look how old it is now. Egypt ain't nowhere near that old. Samaria neither. Y'all can stop it. China, Asia, ain't nobody buried in no limestone vault deposits. Stop it. These are the oldest limestone quarries in the world. This is where they learned how to mold that limestone right here on this landmass. So when you see that limestone getting molded in the Mediterranean Sea, come from this bloodline. When you see that limestone getting molded for sarcophagus and pyramids in Egypt, it come from this bloodline. You see them limestone buildings in downtown Atlanta and Miami and New York and come from their bloodline. You think this shit just popped up out of nowhere? You think the white T people built them, huh? No. This is the only continent on the planet that was untouched for forever. Did nobody mess with us, bro? But Native Americans came recently. We had evolved from mounds all the way to Capitol buildings. Because this land was not at war until recently, hundreds of years ago. Did nobody, wasn't even nobody over here to even bother us. We ran this paradise for a long time, people. Then the Edomites came and the hunter-gatherers and they started fighting us. That's what they talk about in the Bible. Them people fighting giants. Trying to make them some type of old white man giant. No, bro. Native Americans got stories of killing giants. Talking about it's a white giant with red hair. You a lie. If somebody sits in, if a melanated person sits in a tomb for 1,000 years, his hair gonna turn red, people. Oxidation. My beard will turn red if they put me in a tomb for 1,000 years. They'll come out with a red beard. Them ain't no damn white folks. Melanated people hair just turn red after it sits in a tomb for so long. It's a fact. Them ain't no damn white tea people. Buried in no tomb. No red hair. Stop. So this is how they manipulate history. By taking little simple things like that and lying to you about it. Go start to read about this stuff. So this is when our people, only a nature's people could build in limestone, people. Because you got to dig way down deep into the cave and the mountain and the ground to get the limestone in ancient times. That's a lot of work, people. You take them hunter-gatherers done all that work with that limestone, moved it across a state, and then built the building where they wanted it to be. Them Capitol buildings, limestone be coming from quarries 40 miles away, 20, 30 miles away. You think a dummy done that? They pulled it out of the ground, out of the mountain, out of the side of mountains and cliffs and pulled a slab right out of there, took it right to the spot and chiseled it right out. Monumental. You think a dummy done that? Nah. That's the people who had been dealing with nature for over 40 or 50,000 years, people. Had to be. To learn the stars in the zodiac could take 26,000 years, people. Just to even know the zodiac could take 26,000 years. That's how long we was over here doing this stuff. It's still there today. The monuments are still there today. So you can't say it ain't there. It's there. We ride by it every day. It's still there today. Stuff built 1,000 years ago. Roll the corn. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Love you and I'm in love with you. 100,000 likes every day. Y'all pull up and learn. I hope y'all learned something today. What I just showed y'all about these mounds and that royal cubit, that is monumental. That's stuff we could never forget again. See, we forgot that. Can't forget that no more. Because that type of knowledge separates a people from everybody else. And we're talking BC times now. Long time ago, people had that knowledge. It was our people. To align something with the sun, a monument on the ground, you had to have that type of knowledge of the royal cubit. You had to have astrology knowledge and the royal cubit and how to build and how to. So all these other people claiming they built this stuff, it don't even align with nothing of logic. We got to stay logical, get back to the basic information and knowledge of our people. We ain't got to reach for no knowledge. We ain't got to try to force no knowledge on nobody. We ain't got to do none of that. We just got to stick to the basics of what our people done, and it's going to lead you right to the truth. We ain't got to be doing all that astroplaning with the aliens, and we ain't got to do all this white folk shit. We ain't got to do that. I'm going to astroplane to the... No, you ain't got to do all that. You just got to stick to the code like you always have, like your people always have. Sticking to the code means sticking to what your ancestors taught. It's going to lead you right to the truth. The wordplay, the buildings, all this stuff going to come right to you. You know the truth now. If y'all want any hoodies, hop in my DM. I'm finna get on some more of those now. Get this stuff out of here. Get them in the mail. Appreciate the Cash App doing my live going on. That's my Cash App right there. We know the truth now. I'm going to look at the land. It's the land I showed you guys months and months and months ago. I'm actually going out there next week to see that land I'm gonna get to start building on for some communities for our people. So I'm gonna be doing some videos. I'm gonna do some lives from out there, and that's gonna be the first piece of land I'm gonna get, and I'm almost there. Almost there for getting it. As long as I get it this year, I ain't in no rush. Patience is a virtue. I ain't in no rush, but I'm almost there. So we're gonna get that land, and then I'm gonna find another spot and get that land. And I'm gonna try to find. I'm just gonna keep going, but I gotta start with the first one. So I'm going to check that out next week, and I'm gonna show y'all some videos of that land on my TikTok when I get out there. Because the land is hooked to a small lake, You got a lot of land, animal, deers out there, everything out there. Um, and and after I get that land, I'm gonna try to find some people who do construction. I'm gonna find some guys who could build houses and nice things, and I'm gonna give them a piece of the land. I'm gonna give them a plot where they can build their own house on it. Therefore, they can build up the rest of the houses that I'm gonna put on their land by giving them the free land to build on and help them with their materials. They would help me come back and then I'm also with them. Come back and help build some more houses on this land. So our people, a couple of time, we can start living on our free land and our free houses with our free lake, with our free everything, and put the farms right there: peaches, cherries, oranges, lemons, grapes, corn. I'm gonna plant all this stuff out there, put the lake out there, put more fish in the lake, and this stuff. I'm say can't manifest what I'm trying to do. So, but this land costs a little bit over 100 times more. Mhm. It's really over 100 times more. So that's why I'm selling the hoodies. Hold on. Give me a two in the chat. Give me a two in the chat. Give me a two in the chat. Y'all hear me? Can you hear me? You hear me? Put the land up and transfer the deeds of the piece of land to them, to the people who can live out there. Y'all hear me? Good. Put some coin in the chat if you hear me. Put some coin in the chat. Hold on with the sound, man. Can you hear me? Y'all hear me now? Give me a two. Give me a two. Give me a two. Give me a two. Give me a two if you hear me. Give me a two if you hear me. We good? We good? Okay. Um, Somebody asked a question about the land deed, right? Um, yes. If you help donate for the land, yes, you get your deed for your spot. Yes, you do. That's the whole plan. If you donate, and I still got records of who donated, yes, that's a fact. I'm not just trying to get it for me. I can only live in one spot. I'm not greedy. I'm not none of that. I'm not trying to build no tribe of no made up name. I just want the people of my people. And it don't matter what area you come from. You original to this land, you just original to the land, bro. It's too much separation. It's too much making up names and places and nah. So I'm just trying to live amongst my people who are self-sufficient and not worried about and get out of the matrix, people. That's all I'm trying to do. So we find and so I've been trying to work hard and taking my own money and I've been selling hoodies and taking donations, but to get that first piece of land and then once I get the first piece, I can start showing people what I'm doing with it. See, I don't even really talk about it that much no more. But I got to start showing people how to do this, right? That's why I was I did what I did with the donations, but I still got those people, and you still can donate to the cash app. And I'm going out there next week to see that land because I saw it online, but I ain't appreciate the cash app, y'all. That's my cash app right there. I saw it online a couple of times, and I never went down there, but I'm going down there next week. So, because I'm getting close to getting it. And I've been talking to the people. They came down a little bit, but I'm still I'm about 6,000 short. So we're gonna work something out, and I'm gonna keep working it. We're gonna keep it going, man. So, but like I say, I ain't in no rush. I ain't in no rush. Not a rush. I came a long way. I came a long way. When I first started talking about this, I ain't have no 20% of the money. Came a long way, but it's coming. It's coming. And I appreciate y'all for buying the hoodies, man. Y'all be patient with me, and I appreciate y'all for donating. All of it gonna come back to pass. All of it gonna come back to pass. It's coming. Hopefully I do it before November or December. Cause ain't nobody looking at the land, so I ain't worried about nobody buying it. Not for that price. No way. So I can't wait to get out there and show y'all. This one actually gonna be in Georgia. This part here gonna be in Georgia. Roll the corn. Can't wait to get to the construction going on this land. So anybody want any hoodies, hit me in my DM. Anybody just want to donate, we know the truth now, cash out. Hope y'all learned something today. If you missed the first part of this, go to my YouTube. The YouTube link is in my bio. Is We Know the Truth Now. And but that's my goal, right? Because I'm gonna say this before I get out of here. My goal is to acquire land, and we have the ownership of it. We control the agriculture on it. We control the water on it. Um, we can build with the right. Once I find the builders, and I got an idea who I'm gonna get, but build nice, beautiful houses on this land. And I ain't talking about no small houses in Georgia. The first place is gonna be Georgia. I ain't talking about no small houses. I'm talking about nice houses. Nice houses. And I'm used to going out there building those small houses. Nice houses. So, because I want this to be a certain type of thing, right? Not just for that. I just wanted to be people to see melanated people in nice, beautiful, quiet, serene areas with lakes, and they own all of it. All owned by us. All gated in, policed by us. right? That's what I want. And I want people to see it. I want people to see melanated people come out their nice house, walk to the lake, go fishing with no worries on their mind. No worries on their mind. No worries. We ain't worried about no mortgage. None of that. We ain't worried about none of that. You might have to pay the light company, but I'm cool with that. So just for people to see that, then people gonna try to rush in there when they see it. But the time is really now to try to get involved in this, bro. So y'all holler at me, man, if y'all want to help out or donate or get the hoodies or whatever. If I gotta sell hoodies to get the profit up to do it, it's cool. That's what I got to do. But it's coming. So I love you, I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe out there. Khalil had the gun, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Teach your class. Oh damn, Florida, hit me in my DM. I got you. No problem.